Hi, today is April 16th, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 630 for the year, Mandor 3. My mother and me came upon man door 3, and I said, "Is it a man or is it a door?" Which was silly because of course it was a door. And my mother said, "I don't know," which was silly because of course it was a door. But why put a sign on a door that says it is a man door? First of all, even looking past the use of man for person or people, why would one need a sign to make it clear that people can use man door 3? This is a construction site taking up the whole block north of Houston Street, just east of the West Side Highway. And there is at least one door for non-humans. They are big, wide doors that can accommodate earth drills and excavators and bulldozers and whatnot, but it is obvious that those doors are not for people, and it is obvious that Mandor 3 and Mandor 1 and 2 and 4 and however many more there are not for construction vehicles. So I think it's kind of a silly sign, except for the number, because obviously it's obviously for people and it's obviously a door, but there are more than one of them, so the number 3 makes sense. Poem number 631, a close one. The only time I ever mouthed off to cops, I was drunk. I was expressing a bit of contempt at how loud and drunk the cops were being when I was trying to talk to my friends at my favorite bar, Glancy's. I got up from the table and walked past the cops on my way to the bathroom, and I didn't say anything about how boisterous and over the top they were being about the fucking pinball machines they were playing. But when I got out of the bathroom, I muttered to myself, "I always thought cops were normal people," which wasn't even true. I don't think I ever thought that cops were normal people. One of the cops, but I was drunk and not thinking straight. One of the cops got in my face and said, "What did you say? What did you fucking say?" And I got a little scared, but I was too drunk to be really scared. But I guess I was scared enough to not say anything else. One of the bartenders interceded and assured the cop that I was okay, which wasn't literally true, and that I was cool, which I obviously wasn't, but the situation was diffused, and I am still alive today, more than 40 years later. I guess that was a close one. Poem number 632, Beach House. I haven't been to a beach house in a long time. For a long time, the prospect of a beach house was not all that appealing to me. I don't like the beach because of distorted body image and sand in the toes and aversion to sunscreen and fear of skin cancer, but either my body image is less distorted or I am deluded about the acceptability of my body, and the sand in the toes bothers me less, and I don't mind slathering on the sunscreen, so I'm less afraid of skin cancer. So if someone wanted to invite me to their beach house this summer and they didn't expect me to put out, I might not say no. Poem number 633, two more haiku. There was also a student teacher song, Beach House. I knew that too. Duh. What I am wondering is whether Philip Shelley will see these two too. Poem number 634, Process. Thinking about those two songs, Roof Party and Beach House, makes me wonder about how they came to be. I wonder whether the lyricist, Philip Shelley, had happened to be at a roof party and he was like, "Oh yeah, roof party, that could be a song," and whether he had been invited to or had rented a beach house and was like, "Oh yeah, beach house, that could be a song." If so, then Philip Shelley's process is at least sometimes somewhat similar to mine. Poem number 635, Picture of David. The night before last, I was sitting at the dining room table at my mom's place, a dining room table that happens to have a picture of David Scharf, the lead singer of the Student Teachers, on it. A picture that was probably taken by my sister, Nancy. A picture that I didn't see until yesterday. A picture that is so old it was taken before I mouthed off to that cop that one time. A picture that I had seen before and was very happy to have seen again. Poem number 636, this is the last poem of the day. It's called Ain't Your Mama Pretty. At that dining room table at my mother's the night before last, the song Ain't Your Mama Pretty came to mind. I was on a call with Nancy and my mom, and Nancy and I both went to IS-70 when I heard the song, and I figured she had probably heard the song there as well, and she had. But that's not the reason I was thinking about the song. The reason I was thinking about Ain't Your Mama Pretty is because I think about that song all the time when I'm with my mama, even though the lyrics of the song have nothing to do with anybody's mama being pretty. And I don't think the lyrics have anything to do with my mama. Anything at all to do with my mama. My mama doesn't have meatballs on her titties or scrambled eggs between her legs, or at least not as far as I know. And that's it, and we have a little bit of time, so Ain't your mama pretty? She got meatballs on her titty. She got scrambled eggs between her legs. Ain't your mama pretty? That's the version I know, but then there are other versions you can find online, and I invite you to do so. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, as always. I appreciate you.